Alright guys, welcome back. In this video I'm just going to go over showcase the key benefits of Azure Active Directory integration with Azure File Share. First I'm going to start off, I'm going to log in with this to this machine, and I'm going to log in with a user that has full rights. So I've already configured this environment, and what I have in this environment, whenever a user logs in, the file share is automatically mapped, and I did that using group policy, as you can see. It's mapping the file through group policy right now. But things I want to show is that when you do have the integration, AAD integration with file share, you can automatically log into the file share without actually supplying the storage key. And also key benefits, for example, this is a user that has full rights, which means I can go in here and create a file. Uh, let's say I create a file, say warning. You cannot write to root. Oops. And because this customer has because it has full permission, I can actually create files and folders on all levels. Uh, Testing right to secure. Right, and this, like I mentioned, this is a user that has permission to everything. Now, in this same on this same machine, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to minimize this connection, and I am going to actually connect to that same machine using another user that has limited permission. So this user is called J Rambo. And this user is also logging in. It's applying user setting, and it's also doing a map of the drive because I put that in the group policy using Azure Active Directory Domain Services. As you can see here, it is the same machine but a different user. Now, if I go into that shared, as you can see, I can see the warning that I put in on the from the other user, and if I try to actually write something here, I'll get I don't have any permission, but I can actually read from here. So I can open up this file and I can see I cannot write. Okay, and if I go into the secure section, also I cannot create any file in there. If I open up the file, it will not allow me to save it in there. It will prompt me to save it somewhere else because I do not have rights to save to that location. If I try to save it, it will fail. Okay, and if I go to the public, so I go ahead and cancel. I say save no. If I go to the public, however, I can write to the public. Now, this permission that I'm looking at here was actually provided through um, NTFS permission, which means I do have permission to the share. I do have permission to actually uh, go to the share and write to the share, but because of NTFS permission, I am limited to certain folders. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just sign out of this one. And I'm going to go ahead and use another user that has a more restrictive permission on the file share level. Now, this is another user. I'm logging onto the same machine, but this time with Robot Wrath. Uh, it is the same machine, as you can see, um, the different user. Now, with this user, even in the public location, uh, I cannot do anything. I do not have permission even to the public because for this user, I am restricted on the share level. So basically the point I'm trying to make going through all this is that with Azure File Share integration with Azure Active Directory, you can set permission on the share level, and you can also set an NTFS permission on the folder and file level, which is really good. I think this is basically what we've been waiting for with Azure File Share. Um, this is going to tremendously increase the use of Azure File Share because now you can control permissions without sharing your storage account key. On the next video, I'll try to go step by step on the process to basically set up an environment identical to this one. It's going to be a long video because the steps does take some time, but I'll definitely go through it to make sure everybody is aware of the steps. All right, thank you for watching. You have a good day.